Hello students, welcome to our class. So we are going to continue with the topic winds, okay, of chapter number 3rd. So here wind is air in motion. What is wind? Wind is air in motion, okay, which is moving. So wind is air that is moving, okay. It is the horizontal movement of air relative to the surface of the earth. Horizontal means parallel movement, okay. So it is the parallel movement of air relative to the surface of the earth, okay, that it is having a relation with surface of earth. This happens when there is difference in air pressure and air flows from high pressure areas to low pressure areas, okay. So there is a difference in air pressure when the air is flowing from high pressure area to low pressure areas. Since the area around the equator is hot, the air is warm, okay. So there in near the equator we can say the air is warm and it rises and flows towards the poles, okay. So from that area the air it gets rises up and it flows towards the poles, it goes towards the poles, creating a low pressure area, okay. So there you can say there is low pressure area because the air rises up due to the warmness, okay. The poles on the other hand are very cold and the air here is cold and dense. So the poles are very cold, so there what happens, the air molecules they also get cooled down, okay. So the air you find there it is cold and dense, okay, dense you can say thick. It sinks and move towards the poles. So from there what happens, firstly the molecules they get settled down there and again they starts moving to the equator. This results in a constant flow of air, okay. So like this there is regular flow of air, regularly the air is flowing from the you can say equator, then again to the poles, then from poles to the equator. Wind gets its name depending on the direction from which it blowing, okay. So from which direction the wind is blowing, you can say it is getting its name from there, okay. For example, if it is blowing from the north to the south, it is called north wind. However, when the air moves in a vertical direction, upward and downward direction, it is called air current, okay. Winds and air currents together make up a system of circulation in the atmosphere. So this winds and air currents, when they get mixed up, they make a system of circulation in the atmosphere. Now you will study about Coriolis force, okay. Our planet is always on the move, okay. You know that our planet is always moving, okay. So the rotation of the earth on its axis in a west to east direction produces the Coriolis force. When there is rotation of earth on its own axis, okay, and when it is moving from west to east direction, then this Coriolis force is produced, okay. This results in the deflection of winds. Deflection means change direction. Because of this the direction of wind is changed, okay. The higher the speed of the wind, the greater will be the Coriolis force. As the wind is on high speed, okay, it is moving strongly, the Coriolis force will be also greater, okay. There will be this Coriolis force will also get speed up. The winds blowing slowly will be deflected much less than the winds blowing fast. So here what it is, the winds blowing slowly, okay, they will also get deflected, means they will also change their this direction much less than the winds blowing fast, okay. But these winds which are moving slowly, they will slowly change their direction to the compared to the winds that are blowing fast, okay. The direction of the wind as a result of the Coriolis force is stated, means it is clearly expressed, okay, in the Farrell's law. It is clearly told in the Farrell's law. According to this law, any horizontally moving object or fluid tends to get deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere. So according to the horizontal, means the parallel moving winds, okay, with the wind which is moving in the parallel direction, okay, in the you can say a moving object or fluid tends to get deflected, okay. It also changes the direction to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere because of the earth's rotation. As the earth is rotating, you can see it is also changing the direction. The law also states that the Coriolis force is non-existent, okay. As we know, the law it also tells us that the Coriolis force is non-existent, means it is not present at the equator, okay. It is not present at the equator and felt mostly at the poles. This force you can find only only at the pole. So you can see it is not present at the equator, this Coriolis force, and felt mostly at the poles. This force you can find mostly near the poles only. As a result, the winds that blow at the poles will be deflected more than the winds that blow at the same speed near the equator. So the winds that are blowing near the poles, they will change the direction than the winds that are blowing near the equator, they will be at the same speed. Now how winds help us? Winds have a very significant role to play in the global ecosystem. Okay, global means in the whole world ecosystem, interconnected, like we are connected with one another. So winds, they are having very important role to play in the whole world's system. Okay, that is ecosystem. Winds in the atmosphere transfer the excess heat from the tropics towards the poles. So you can say winds, they are transferring the excess, means that is more than necessary. Okay, so that heat they are transferring from the tropics. Okay, tropics means parallel of latitude towards the poles. As we have told you that from the low pressure area, the air molecules are rising up and settling down to the poles. Okay, they also transfer water vapor from above the oceans towards the land. So this wind, they carry water from the oceans and it takes it towards the land. Waves and ocean currents are also driven by winds. Okay, so waves and ocean currents, they are also moved by winds. Okay, when winds are strong. There are some landforms that are created by wind. So some landforms are also that, okay, that is created by the wind, like when wind is too strong. Okay, so it carries the you can say sand with it. Okay, so some other landforms are also created by this wind. Wind helps in the transfer of pollen and thus helps in reproduction of plants. So this wind, it helps to transfer the pollen grains and help in the reproduction of new plants. Okay, that is production of offspring. What is reproduction? That is production of offspring. Okay, so new plants are born. Sailing boats and ships utilize wind power. Okay, they also use this wind power. It pushes against the large sails and propels the ship forward. This wind power, okay, what it does is pushes the large sails. Okay, it gives the power to push them, and propels means also to push the ship forward. Okay, it helps the ship to move forward. Windmills are run by winds. So windmills are also getting run by this wind. The energy from the wind is converted to electricity by wind turbines. So this energy, okay, this wind, it also helps to convert the energy into electricity by the help of wind turbines. Okay, it does not cause any pollution and it is not causing any pollution. Wind turbine is a wheel rotated by the wind to generate electricity. Okay, so the various types of winds are permanent or planetary, periodic winds, local winds, cyclones and anticyclones. So these are some type of the winds, okay, that we will study in the next video. So revise till here. If you all are having any problem, please let me know. Okay, so till then, have a nice day, be safe, keep learning. Okay, thank you.